No clutch to hold in on the startup. So we'll hit this power button to wake up the bike. I always hold in the clutch when I start a bike, but I can't do this on this bike because obviously it has no clutch. This is the stop-start button here. Hope it's telling me I got to actuate the brake. Temporary plate. I love how quiet it is. I did order panniers, a full set, middle, top, middle, both sides, fob locking. They're not in yet. So I don't have panniers on the bike, but I do have this Mosko Moto Scout 50 duffel bag, D50 duffel bag. And you know what? I'll use it. It's not the most convenient thing for a short trip, but it's better than nothing. She's a little noisy on startup. I'll explain. The reason I have this tape here is because this lid comes up and hits that bar. It already has a very faint scratch on it, ever so faint. I don't want to scratch it anymore. Maybe I'll get something to color match. I do have bar risers, rocks bar risers. I don't know if I'm going to put those on. Let's see if my daytime running lights. Okay, my running lights are on the bike. I call these running lights. I think they call them driving lights. I do that for safety. Let's give you a walk around with the hazards on. Hazards are on the arm, they're hand guards on the bike in the front. In the back, the directional signals also stand for the driving lights and brake lights. So you can see I have my marker lights on, and then they'll also go into, actually they show up very well, and then they'll also go into, so marker lights, and they'll also go into my brake lights. Okay, boy, this bike talks to you a lot, I can tell you that much. Key's not nearby. I have the key in my pant. Okay, now it detects the key. So I'm on the bike. I'm going to put the kickstand up, or we'll shut off when I put it in drive. To put it in automatic drive mode, what you do is hold the brake in and hit this drive mode here, either drive or manual. I'm sorry, that's not what you do. Hold the brake in, push the foot lever down. It's now in manual mode. I want it in drive mode, so I'm going to push this button here. Now it's in drive mode. Now to put it in neutral, I believe you hold the brake and you hold this button in, and it goes to neutral. And let's get on the road. I'm going to shut this off. Okay, we got our camera going. I got my Pack Talk Pro talking to me. I got Phil Collins' Genesis playing in my headsets. Got a biker running by. Okay, and we're off to Middleport to pick up some wings. Okay, I love it. Put the kickstand up, use the foot lever, put it in first gear. I'm still in drive mode. I never shut the bike off. Okay, she's very smooth on the takeoff. Just roll on the throttle. She's very smooth. Smoother, I would say. But that shift from first to second, like, really punches you. The heated grips are on, the heated seats. I have to tell you, I really don't feel the heated seat. There's it. Shift the first to second. Put the cruise on. So, Marauders. I might not have said it in the startup, but this is a 2025 BMW R1300 GS Adventure with an ASA transmission that's, I believe, Auto Shift Assist is the name for it. And I've just picked up the bike this week, of course, from Kissel Motorsports in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. They are the biggest BMW dealer in the Northeast, but they also have, boy, that's a mess. Let's kick her up to 35. Going a little too fast. You can feel the heat from the grips. I wanted to take you on. This is the first real ride I've had on this new motorcycle. It's December 31st. It says 49 degrees. It's really 43 degrees. The bike's still warm from taking it out of my garage. And my phone told me it feels like actually 37 degrees. Not the coldest day I've ridden a motorcycle in. And we're going to have a cold spell for the next week and a half, so I had to get some time on the bike while I had the weather, and wanted to get a ride in. I wanted to take you along with me. Again, I do have a full set of black panniers ordered for the bike. They are on back order. I'm hoping to get them soon, but in the meantime, I'll use my Moto Duffle 50. I think it's a 50-liter duffel bag. It is, I want to say, winds are about 15 to 20 miles an hour today. They don't feel that high. I'm going to move this camera in just a touch, sticking out a little too far. I hope you still get a good view. I will put it in dynamic. Let's put it in dynamic pro as I pull out. Give you a taste how she takes off in dynamic pro. That does full throttle. Take it up to 55 when I pull out. Camera almost scraped the ground. Oh boy. Okay, so guys, this is 50 miles an hour here. That is very smooth on the takeoff. Very smooth. Transmission hit a better, actually it went first to second. I didn't even feel it shift when you open the throttle first to second. Maybe the problem with the shift is I'm lugging it. Now, if I'm going 50 miles an hour, I can downshift with my left foot. Fifth, fourth, third. I can upshift with my left foot. And then after 5 seconds, she'll return to driving itself. Auto shift, she returned. Now, I found out that how I downshift, if I roll on the throttle, it really doesn't downshift. You can see that. But if I double pump the throttle, she'll downshift one gear, okay? I think if I was going to pass and I really wanted to do a quick pass and didn't want to mess around, I would downshift with my foot. And I like that they have a foot lever. I like that they have a foot lever that you can still use as a backup for downshifting. I like that a lot. Yep, Dynamic Pro, this is going to be bad. So the problem I had with my Ducati, I'll put this cruise control on, was I was driving it faster and faster every time I came out, and I didn't want to do that. So maybe I should take it out of Dynamic Pro. I will tell you the shifts seem smoother in Dynamic Pro. Now remember this, please note, the bike has 16 miles on it, and this is my turn up here. Benbro brakes front and back as long, and the master cylinder is Benbro. Okay. There's that first. She's beautiful. I'll tell you that right now. If you've been watching my videos lately, you know that I've been wanting an automatic shift motorcycle, and I've driven bikes with automatic shifts you don't even know about, including the Honda 650 which has an electric shift, which is an excellent bike. I got to post that. Of course, the Goldwing, more videos to come on that. Thank you to Hamburg Honda. So my next bike, I've been saying in my videos, is going to be an auto shift bike, and this is it. This is it. As you know, I test drove one in Tyrone, Pennsylvania, Kissel Motorsports. I liked it. I finalized the order, and this is the motorcycle, and it is. I can tell you first impressions, it's very nice. I might have to reel this camera in even more. One video I did scrape it on the ground. My 360 camera. Should I try a pass here? No, the speed, he's going the speed limit. Let's open the throttle and see how she takes off. This guy's gonna turn. Is he turning? Got a turn signal on. It's pulling over. Man, I can tell you, I like that Dynamic Pro too much. All right, let's settle down. Cruise is on, 47 miles an hour. Oh, I'm jibber jabbering. This is going to be my touring motorcycle. I'm hoping to do some short hops around New York State, short being 300-400 mile hops. Spend some night in some different areas of New York State, maybe dip down into Pennsylvania this coming summer. And I wanted the bike, again, you know, I'm all about tech features, adaptive cruise control, it has it, blind spot awareness, it has it, emergency braking, the Ducati didn't have that, this has it, emergency braking. It will tap the brakes, or it will get your attention, and it will also apply the brakes, I believe. If someone's approaching me from the rear too abruptly, it will flash my tail lights to get their attention. And plus it has all the top safety features you can get on a modern motorcycle. And I know some of you are not into that. I totally get it. I am. I want that in a motorcycle, and this bike has it. I have the large panniers ordered. I'm sorry, my panniers have been ordered. They haven't come in yet. And then I also have the extensions, trying to get those on order. They're not available yet, to make the side pannier bags even bigger. I have enough storage capacity to take short trips with the bike. I think the fuel mileage indicator is way off on this bike. Someone has a fire, I can smell it. Oh, she actually shifts first to second better in Dynamic Pro. I think I'm going to try to put her in drive again. Okay, put it in road mode. Now in road mode, I have about 3/4 of the throttle, and we'll see how she shifts in road mode. This is where I scraped my camera in one video. You know, I wonder if it just needs to brake in a little better. She's shifting better. Oh my God, it is so nice. It is so nice just to relax and not use a clutch or shift, just to enjoy the ride. And she is all of that. She is the bomb. Hit the front brake, trail brake, hit her hard. She is so quiet. Put my turn signal on the wrong way. The brakes are, Benbow brakes are so predictably smooth. Man, see how that front dips down when you shift first to second? Benbro brakes are so smooth. This car is waiting for me to turn. It has rained. They have salted the roads already. Of course, you know, if you've been watching my snowblower videos, we'd have snow. But yeah, that's first or second's an abrupt shift. But it has rained all week, so there is no salt on these roads. It's New Year's Eve. We're going to have a cold spell for the next week and a half at least. I'm not going to be able to ride. I had to take the bike for a ride and cut you guys a video. I had to do it. Want to do that? I think I got to stop at the bridge, get some pictures at the bridge. So what's going through my mind? You run silent, run deep. Someone noticed that, made a comment in my last video. I love that they noticed it. What's going in my ride is I've also adjusted the dampening and road mode, softened it up a little bit, and it rides almost as good as a Goldwing, guys. Maybe even better. She rides beautiful. She is just riding beautiful. I am just so happy. So happy. As some of you don't know, the horsepower is 143 horsepower. Some say it's 145 horsepower. I think it has 15 less foot-pounds of torque than my Harley Davidson and weighs 250 pounds less at least. So it's got gobs and gobs of torque for its weight. Oh, I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. Man, oh man. I am in love. Very little dive on the front end. Hit the test of brakes. That's a big feature of this telelever suspension, BMW's telelever suspension. All right, let's go down. I want to get some pictures on the bridge. And then, should I do that on the way back? I got to do it now. I want to get the pictures now. Will we see any chickens by the bridge? Chickens! Oh my God, this bike rides so nice. It almost rides as soft as a Goldwing. Almost rides as soft as a Goldwing. Okay, she's in neutral. My phone just fits in here. Right angle, USB-C plug. I'm okay, thank you for checking. Okay, started a new recording. I'm all packed up, ready to go. Okay, kickstand's up. I took some air out of the tires. They were really probably 4 or 5 pounds overinflated. and I took it down to the manual said 36 front and 42 rear. That's what I took it down to. Yeah, you know, it's the shift from second to third that's kind of rough. That's the one where you really feel the torque. I got to get used to it. You can see the camera in one of my videos. The camera really jerked. I think this is 55 here. Wind protection, it's really good on my helmet. Now today, for some reason, it's hitting me in the biceps, and it hasn't done that before. If I put it down, yeah, it's really hitting me in the head. She's moving slow all the way up. It's not as good as a Goldwing. It's maybe almost as good as my Harley Road Glide with a Clockworks windshield on it. Maybe it's almost as good as that. It says I'm going to arrive in Middleport in 15 minutes. That's surprising. This pullout always makes me a little nervous at this angle. Of course, there's a water spot right where I need to pull out. See a little bit of salt here. These are two neighbors. Yeah, the second she drops. If you hold throttle on her, she doesn't drop, I don't think, as much. This is 55 here. We'll hit resume. Flag's not really whipping around. I didn't want to put the tank bag on. Actually, it was very nice. I have a tank bag for it, the one that they have in a lot of videos. I'll show it to you maybe at the end of the video. It's very big. There's no strap. It clicks into these fasteners here and here, and a rod in the back, and it is really nice. I wanted you to see the fuel tank. Oh, guys, this has been a Ducati, a Husqvarna, a KTM 990 Duke were not on my bucket list to get. A BMW R1300, well, R1250 at the time, GSA. That was on my list of motorcycles to get. And I wanted it in the trophy color. And Josh at Kissel got me one in the trophy color scheme, and I just love it. I'm very, very happy. So I wanted to give you a first impression ride because I know there's on YouTube, there's controversy over auto shift motorcycles. And she's downshifting on her own. If you wanted to downshift faster, she reads the brake and she'll downshift faster. The rear brake is actually excellent at activating the front brake. So much power. I will always have a motorcycle with a clutch. I will always have it. The Dual Sport KTM EXCF 500. I have that bike. The Harley Davidson 2024 Road Glide that has a clutch. The KTM 990 Duke, which I love, has a clutch, manual shifting. So I have bikes with manual shift. I can tell you, look at how well balanced these BMWs are. I can tell you, it's a different experience when you ride a motorcycle with an automatic transmission or electric shift or dual clutch. For me, it's more relaxing. I can be more aware. I don't have to think about the shifts. Could it get boring compared to a bike with a clutch? Yes, it can. I can see that for some people. But for me, it helps me maintain my focus, and it's relaxing. They're just less stressful to ride, and I always strive for the perfect ride. And even with my motorcycles like the Ducati, that has probably the best quick shifter that you can get, there's still every once in a while a false neutral on it. It's a 15-mile-an-hour turn up here. So you always have that potential of having a false neutral shift, and that is, it's just what it is. Went on that turn a little heavy. Okay, let's give you a power takeoff. Should I put a dynamic? So I have to pay attention. I'm not used to the controls on the bike. I'm powering off the bike when I'm trying to change modes. The two buttons are right by each other. I have to be aware of that. Rudders, the only thing I can tell you is I am thoroughly happy. Thoroughly happy. I can't wait for the panniers to come in on the bike. And I'm still debating whether to put the risers on. I don't know if I'm going to have to reroute the control cables. I don't want to do that on a new bike. Just put them outside the triple clamps. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's try a pass in Dynamic Pro. I got to turn, well, I can't. I'm going to be shut down. We'll try to do a pass on this car once I get past this double line. You got to do that double pump. Got to do that double pump on the pass. No doubt about it. And I didn't use the foot shifter. I rolled the throttle. She didn't downshift. I double pumped it, downshift, and then she takes right off. Ton of torque. The heat has started. It takes a long time for the seat to heat up. She's starting to heat up. Grips are very warm. Wind protection for my hands is excellent with these larger hand guards, which optioned out on this bike. She's a babe. She's a babe. Give a little toot on my horn. Nice loud horn. I did get the BMW navigation system. I like that, and I'll do a separate video on that it actually can shift over and be a display for the motorcycle. I'm not sure how it's connected now via iTunes. I'm sorry, it's connected now to my phone and my headset, and the bike is too, and it picks it up very quickly. No hesitation on picking it up. The Harley sometimes takes a long time to get it connected, and I haven't bothered running any of my other phone or headsets through any other motorcycles other than my Road Glide. And I do it on that bike because I listen to music on the fairing speakers. Oh, I like that Dynamic Pro too much. Let's try the adaptive cruise control. I'll set it for 60, 70. And you can see it's hugging the vehicle in front of me. I have it set at its furthest distance, and it's picking up the vehicle ahead of me and matching his speed and actually it's working better than the Ducati. It's really doing a great job of maintaining a consistent distance, which is just great. In some roads it does indicate the speed. On the navigation system, there is a distance what I have it set for. I pre-did that. There's my speed that I have it set for, 70, and I'm going 56 miles an hour. My heated grip display, the temperature, I can't believe it's 47. It feels colder than that. My climb gear is excellent. I don't have any heavy sweatshirt on or long underwear. I have my climb riding shirt on that I should do a video. It's very good. And we're almost to Middleport. Almost all my bikes are ceramic coated. I do it myself. And I ceramic coat everything on the bike, including the windshield, the lights. And you can see the truck is slowing down ahead of me. We're entering a speed zone, and the truck is slowing down. Everything on the bike is ceramic coated. The only thing I didn't do is the screens. I didn't do those, but everything else, and the grips. I didn't do the grips or the screens. Has great ceramic coating. A friend of mine works there. They are an off-road supplier, and they are amazing. A big company, successful guy. It has some protection from the salt, and when I get home, I will rinse her off to get the salt off of her, but there's not going to be any salt on her. There's no salt on the road, and if it is, it's dry. It'll be just dust, but I'll rinse her off anyways. This is my turn up here. I'm going to rock the throttle forward to turn off the cruise. This gentleman's turning also. This place has my favorite chicken wings. Pony's Pub in Middleport, New York. I'm a huge fan of their chicken wings. And picking them up, it's New Year's, we're going to someone's house tonight. The person I'm going to, Dr. Joe, has always wanted to try pony wings. I'm going to bring him Pony's wings. Heat them up in the oven. He can have some and he can keep the rest. He's always wanted to try them. Maybe he'll like them, maybe he won't, but I'll take him some pony wings. The ride is just fantastic. Frankly, I'm somewhat speechless. You guys can tell I'm kind of speechless over the bike. I'm just very happy. I wanted to give you a first look at it. I am just so happy with the bike. I'll let this person go by. Hey, that's my first U-turn. She did pretty good. Okay. So Marauders, that's it. I'm at Ponies. You got a first look. I'll take some pictures when I get off the bike here. Let's put her in neutral. She's in neutral. Let's put the kickstand down. Shut the bike off. Power off the bike. Screen showing down. Marauders, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll put some pictures of Ponies, the bike at Ponies, up at the end of the video. Thank you guys. Synchronize the video.